Hello, I am coming to you from the toilet. It seemed the most appropriate place. I would like to say that David Cameron is a cunt. The thing is, after listening to a female speaker talk about the word, I can't. She didn't have a problem with the word itself, but she would like it used for its actual meaning. And being a bit of a feminist on one hand and a total pedant on the other hand, I had to agree. So calling David Cameron a cunt would actually be a compliment. I really like cunts. They may be the closest thing I have to a religion. I will happily worship them, and they're more likely to make me say, oh God, than most other things. Okay, so David Cameron is a cock. Well, can't use that either. I'm not a big fan of cocks particularly, they're not aesthetically pleasing to me, but I quite like my own, and it's given me a fair amount of pleasure over the years. So can we call him a wanker? No, a wank's a good thing too, isn't it? Unless of course you're Catholic. I mean, wow, what a cruel thing to ban. Never mind making adults feel guilty. At least they're old enough to decide if their religion is nonsense or not. But what about the psychological damage done to adolescents discovering their sexuality? I'd best not get too far into talking about the Catholic Church because we could be here for a while. So back to David Cameron. Cocksucker? No. Fucker? No, aren't we all? Tit? I like those too. Arsehole? No, I'd rather like some arseholes as well. Arse bandit? Well, I'm quite fond of a bit of sodomy now and then, and if it's a homosexual based insult, then that's just stupid. Why should anyone give a shit about another person's sexuality, unless they're hoping to fuck them, of course. Scrotum, or bawbag if you're Scottish. Well, we're getting closer. They're not pretty, but still, I'm quite fond of my own testicles. Oh, monkey fucker. I quite like that one, but I feel sorry for the monkey. So, I'm going to give up on sexual insults. I'm going to try accuracy. David Cameron is an overprivileged, manipulative face of a collection of organisations that are working entirely in their own interest with little regard for the people he is meant to serve. His anti-poor propaganda invites one set of poor people to blame another set of even poorer people for their problems. And those problems are mainly caused by him and his rich cronies. David Cameron removes the support and rights from the most vulnerable members of society and transfers power and the money to, well, the powerful with money. His government is moving the NHS into private hands so that our tax money goes to private healthcare companies owned by fellow members of his government and by his sponsors. David Cameron is slick, possibly psychopathic, and definitely detestable. That's better.